Howdy and welcome to Privars Fiskefly. Today I'm gonna cover this little fly. I've been using waffle body on this fly. It's a Rena fly with a waffle body underwing, and I also made some deer hair hackle for legs for this fly. Want to see how I tie this, and I'm gonna show you the technique with using this deer hair hackle. It's very nice and looks very fishy and buggy. Okay, so follow on. Well, now I'm gonna tell you a little about the materials I've been using in this fly. First of all, I take the cover the hook. This is the Partridge Sedge Caddis in size 10. It's a nice hook with a nice curvature. And of course, the main material on this is poly yarn in dark brown. And also I use some brown colored deer hair for the hackle, and I use some brownish thread for the tying thread. Yes, and I also use some waffle body, which looks like this. This is just another color. You see the pattern. To make this pattern, I have 2 pieces of foam into this kind of this is called from bought from mayfly.se. I cover this in a waffle body video, so please see this video, and I will explain in detail how to use this tool. And I also use this hair stacker to make the tips aligned. To keep it all together, I use this super glue with a little brush. Very nice product. Well, that's all I had for you on the description. Want to say, why don't you look and see how I tie this fly? Okay, bye bye. Well, now we're gonna tie this little caddis. I start off by attaching the thread to my hook. This is Sedge Caddis hook in size 10. And I wind back all the way to the hook bend, I think. And I take some poly yarn pieces I got and just make a little ball of dubbing on this. You can wind it, use your saliva or something, or some dubbing wax to make this stick to the hook, to the thread. And I'm gonna use this on the body of poly yarn. Wind it onto, it's gonna be a fairly thick body for this. And also special about this is gonna be a little thick overwing, wing made of foam that's been compressed using the waffle technique, as I covered in my last video. Like this. And now I take this piece of waffle underwing, let it go over this body, just have to cut it to shape. It's not completely the way I want it, but let's see if I can. It's been colored on one side, but I think that's okay. Just wind on to this. See, it sticks up, but I'm gonna fix that with some super glue. Brush onto the, wind this forward. Be sure not to get too much on your fingers. And check it downwards, squeeze down on it. You see it stays there. That adds another flotation element to this fantastic fly. This is gonna be the Rena fly with this wing. Okay, well, it stays there. Now I take this piece of poly yarn and I take one piece that lays back over the other wing. It's also gonna be attached with some super glue, and also gonna take sorry, I misled you. It's gonna be cut off that there, because this one is gonna go over like that. But now I'm gonna make what I'm really about to tell you is gonna make a little hackle of deer hair, put it in a dubbing loop, and for that I'm gonna make a dubbing loop, and I do that by making a loop with my fingers, and I close the loop by tying it over itself. Okay, and I find my dubbing spinner. Where did I put it? It's all the way and nowheres. I got this very nice dubbing spinner, sorry. And now I take my dubbing wax or ski wax and I smear it onto the thread to make these materials in this stick. Alright, I put that aside and I find my little stacker. I got this in the shelf here. Got this, and I'm gonna grab down in one of my boxes and find a piece of deer hair. Where did I put it? I can use this one. It's a bit short, but I think that's where I can use the brownish. Should I use the brownish? I think I use that because it matches in color, right? Just put all the pieces aside. Let's not get so messy. I snip off a little clump of the here, and I use my patina comb to comb out under fur. Maybe bit much, but can take out some of this like this. Take another one. It's not gonna be too much on this. I put it in my stacker. Some tapping on your desk. You see, you have this. If you do it right, you have the aligned tips, and then you take your paper clips and just put it into the clip like this. See, now you have more than you need. I'm gonna snip off some of this so it's easier to work with. Now I transfer it to my other clip. See, now I have this large sorry about that, and measure out how long I want it to be. I think that's about right, and I'll just transfer it again. See, now there is a lot of things I can do now. It just cut off this stumps here. It's surely an advantage to have a long scissors for this. And now the final transferring, I take it out place it in my other dubbing clip. Some loose hairs, but that's okay. And now I take it, just get rid of the loose hairs so it don't interfere in my tying. I put it into my dubbing loop as far up as I dare to go. Let it stay there and open the clip. And you see now the stamps are not so very I think the cut ends, it's about right. And I spin my dubbing spinner. Because of the dubbing wax, the materials don't fall out. Otherwise, I think it might have fall out of this. See now, you don't have to spin so much that cuts your thread. And if you want, you can use a little clip like this, so you have a shorter piece to work with. And I do that. This is very good clip for stonefall. And I snip off this dubbing brush, this dubbing spinner. And I have this remade like that. And I just tie it around like that. So you have this nice buggy looking insect already. Just tie off. Be sure to have tied off this thread and snip it off. And some securing wraps. And now you can push this down onto your fly like this. And we have this. Now I'm gonna tie off this thread, use some whip finish by hand. I have more control on this in this matter, I think. Nice about the deer hair is you can just wait. Well, maybe I should use the dubbing, the whip finish tool after all. It went okay. Okay. Now I can take out and snip off this thread like that. Sorry about that again. I got some cold. Now you can see I just try to just take all this deer hair and push it down to the sides on the fly. And I take some more super glue, place it onto the top and some back on the body. And take it over. I also like to take a little dab of super glue on this front part here and to make it cure instantly, so moist. That will react with the super glue and it stays completely fantastic hard. Okay, now to make this wing look like a caddis, I snip it in an angle like that, and you see it becomes a little white when I just use my, but that you can salvage with some permanent marker if you're a tidy guy like I am. And to make this look a little buggy, you can, this is not gonna be hackle for floating, it's gonna be hackle for legs. And what about that, guys? And you can use your just make it crinkle, and can also snip off the bottom ones. There's more than enough of these legs, and all these legs will make the fly look very natural. Of course, you can take the underwing, underbody, and use some coloration on this. I really do forgot to do that, but you can do it afterwards as well. As you see, I'm doing it right now. The color will stay there because this is permanent marker. Now you have it. Oh my goodness. You see? Nice buggy looking critter. That contains of with the deer hair hackle. As you see, I made because when you make a deer hair hackle, you have to do it with a dubbing loop, but I don't think using the splitting thread technique is strong enough to make this a little noodle with the deer hackle, because the material is very coarse. It's very coarse. Okay, you can see, if you want you can put a thicker wing on this. I think this is gonna be a very nice Grandis, large caddis fly. Also I will, you see, I'm sorry about that. Well, sorry about that. It was my a family member is calling me. Now there is a brass band outside, so I don't know what heck I'm gonna do now, but we just cover on using this fly. What I said is that I used the importance of using two clips. As you saw, I transferred for the one side on to the other, and to get the right length of the fibers. Okay, and also I use some hackles, a hair stacker to make the tips just long enough so I can use so it looks nice. Okay. Well, as I said, I use this this dubbing wax as well. For coarse materials, I think it's must to have this on your dubbing loop to avoid the materials is falling out. As you saw in the video, the materials was sticking into the loop, and it would have fallen out during this process, but because of the wax, the hair stayed there. Okay, that was the now I cover this dubbing loop method with some deer hair, and you can also use other kind of materials into this dubbing loop. You can use rubber legs and so on. But now I showed you how to make a waffle body and some Rena fly with deer hair legs and poly yarn body. That was all I had for you this time, but thank you all for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. You will always get the latest videos from me. Thank you all, and bye bye, tight lines.